Alright, I haven't made a video in a while, but I just got finished watching Venom Fang X's retort to Thunderfoot and Ray Comfort, and I really don't care about the whole Venom Fang X's back or what. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. But what I do want to address is this whole concept of infinite regression. That the statement was, Thunderfoot said it's just an unknown, like how the universe started or how things started, and the argument against that is, or supposedly against it is, infinite regression, and you can't have infinite regression because you can never get to this point now, because there's an infinite number of moves that you would have to get to this point, and so therefore there has to be a beginning to get to this point. Well, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all, because logically it doesn't work. I don't know if you've ever heard of Zeno and Zeno's paradoxes, but he talks about that in the very simple mathematics, and when you apply the laws of logic sometimes to mathematics to our world, the same thing that goes on with Matt Slick and his tag arguments. When you try to take logic and apply it to the real world, our understanding of logic is flawed. It gives us the best thing that we can use, the best mode that we can use to try to understand our world. But even when you look into knowledge, knowing something, you can go into a whole thing of epistemology and what do we really know, and all we really know is that we exist. That's it. Nothing else has been proved past that logically. So to go back to this infinite regression nonsense. So what it's basically saying is that if you have infinite moves, you can never get to this point right now. Well, first of all, let me show you by the way, I have this very high-tech camera and high-tech special effects to show how this does not work. So here we go. All right, so here's the very high-tech special effects that I've used to show how infinite regression does not work. So here we have a pen rolling. Come back, pen. All right, and so very simple paradox of the midpoint. So here's point A, and there's point B, and in order to get from point A to point B, I'm not left-handed, I would have to go through what's called a midpoint. That's math, okay, which is midpoint C. And so point C there, as you can see in the middle. But in order to go from point A to point C, to get to point C, so I can get to B, I'd have to go through another midpoint, midpoint D. And so on and so forth. I can make a midpoint E, a midpoint F, and continue on. And I would have to make an infinite moves to get from point A to point B. It would never happen because of infinity. You can't go an infinite number of moves. Oh my God. Oh, look what's happening. I shouldn't say, oh my God. Look, I'm God. Look, I'm transgressing. I'm making an infinite number of moves to get all the way to point B. Oh my, holy cow. Oh my me. I should say, oh my me instead of, oh my God. I have just done the impossible. I have transgressed past infinity. I made an infinite number of moves in literally 3 seconds. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh, wow. The second coming is about to happen. So, as you can see, it's just nonsense. And so, infinite number of moves was easily done. We do it all the time. If infinite, there's infinite number of spaces, infinite number of anything, and honestly, infinity doesn't really exist except in just our mind, because as Dawkins says, we exist in what's called middle world, and we don't understand what infinitely small. We don't understand the smallness of in between atoms and quarks and all that kind of stuff. Our mind was not evolved to understand such things, and the infinite big. Okay, when you talk about Andromeda's Wake just did an amazing video, by the way, on how big the universe is and traveling on a speed of light, to the edges of just our solar system and then to the next star, and how long and how far and how big everything is. We don't really understand it, and that out of all the number of hundreds of millions of billions of space and voids and worlds that are out there, the fact that we got life on this one, it's just a coincidence. It's just the way it works. Okay, and so it might be on life on other planets. It's just called chemistry. That's all I got. I don't really have anything more. I'm going to be upgrading my my special effects very soon, but watch out when I do.